let's count it together, cause I'm about as curious as everyone else. It's a 10th floor dungeon, so we've cleared floor 1. Cleared floor 2. You know, maybe while I was back at town, I could have sell some stuff and manage my inventory. Nah, this is going to an experience. 3. 4. Floor 5. Floor 6. Floor 7. Okay, so actually there's only 2 more floors to go. A bit closer to the end than I thought it would be. So maybe this will be a pretty short stream after all. I just expect, like, these are the final few fights, that they're it's not gonna take forever to do them. If these don't take forever, then the final fight will take a whole stream in of itself, so clearing all this other stuff along the way. Everything else seems okay for this. If we have to try again, all the merrier. And this is like a combination of a couple floors from Vanilla Golden Sun. It feels a little weird to put it this late in the dungeon, but it did appear pretty late in Vanilla Golden Sun. But we have a whole lizard party at our door. How do you do, lizard party? I think like Vine, whoever has Vine, and with that. Okay, you know what? Alternatively, wondering if I'm better going. Let's go for a Serpent Fume, probably a little stronger. I'm still used to like leading off with Djinns, but kind of feel pretty good about this setup as well. Yeah, 213 seems like a solid amount of damage. Okay, I'm starting to remember why this fight is hard. That much damage with full Djinns in the Tri-Elemental class? Maybe I should have focused more on leading off with support spells. Also, I kind of wish I had Guard Line at a time like this, but yeah, we'll go from here. So, a big trick with this fight is that there's a boss for each. Like, the Storm Lizard is Earth-based, as you might guess. The lizard on the far right is Earth-based. So, like, the Storm Lizard is weak to Earth. The Earth Lizard is weak to Wind. Lizard King's just weak to Fire. So this fight does kind of force you to carefully consider your options with speaking of having to carefully consider your options, yeah, I could go for Filter here, but don't really got a good healing option. Probably been hoarding this since the very beginning of the game. If I don't use it now, when would I use it? Well, I guess on the bright side, if a bunch of people get paralyzed again, then we could go for Filter then, but oof. Not too great of a start, to be honest, but at least Revive is... At least we got Revive on our side. Pure Wish may be a little bit overkill, so now I gotta be a little stingy with my synergy. And maybe I could afford a Pure Wish. Not a fan of that. At least we got an option for it. Where are you? If you're really on me, I might be in trouble. Alright. Someone's gotta have this, Jenny. There you are, Pureit. And... sure. Awesome, everyone but the right one has that attack boost taken away, so... maybe a little bit overkill considering Wish kind of already got me back up to full health, but yeah, we take those. Who's faster? Garrett is still significantly faster. Let's just go for you now. Oh well, duh, you're a ninja. Of course you'd be faster. Let's see if this works. I don't recall if I ever actually showed off Seal Bomb in a fight, so now feels like a good time as any to actually pull that off. And not who I was hoping to seal synergy on, to be perfectly fair, but maybe it's for the best, because these non-synergy moves that the lizards are doing aren't exactly ideal. Well, it's kind of a little surreal to actually think about at this point, because the way I stream versus the way I upload videos, I have so many videos still to edit of Dawn of Djinn, so it's probably going to end up being a fun game of which comes first, me finishing second mix, or finishing uploading this playthrough onto YouTube. Well, that was convenient timing. I didn't even realize that I completely forgot that Mia was stunned. Especially, I don't know if this will actually lower the defense, because this might be considered a boss. But it's worth a shot. Oh! It was a shot well taken, I suppose. Now, I guess I could talk a little bit about second mix just to kill the time while going through this. I'm feeling pretty good. Like, honestly, a lot of work has been gone to my Paper Mario project, Sweet Expedition, lately. But I did squeeze a little time here and there to make it the final push to work on the new classes for second mix. I don't want to say it's done quite yet, because I kind of want to review some things and test it out, but I have gone for all the classes that I wanted to go through. It's like figuring out how to make the Github class work for version 2 was honestly a bit of a pain. So that was kind of the main thing still holding me up. But I've at least done each of the Github classes, so I don't see myself working on classes for too much longer, and that's honestly been the most time-consuming part of second mix. At this point, it's just basically re-adding the enemies, I do have some ideas for new enemies to use instead, just to keep things a little more clean and organized in the quote-unquote code. But I mean, I'm gonna keep this going. We got a good rhythm here. We are running a little low on synergy on Garrett, but we have plenty of options to get that synergy back if needed. Now, what was I saying? Just like with... at this point, the big main things are just re-adding all the items, and I've already started that as I was working on the classes, so hopefully there's not too much more to it. Re-adding all the enemies back in for the second version. And I want to do some things with text, depending on how kind the game's code lets me. I have some ideas of ways to enhance, let's just say enhance the dialogue to make it a little more engaging. That's right. Don't get that until you're pretty much level 30 on the spot. But with his I want to take advantage of that lower defense while I can, so why not? I've been doing pretty good on synergy points. Sure, let's go for a Psyche spread and just see where it takes us. That's like a good solid amount of damage at least. Not quite as much as just going for the spells normally, but I'm sure if I actually took the time to boost my attacks a bit too, on top of that defense drop, I could make it worthwhile. Speaking of defense drop, I haven't even been paying any attention to my stats for a hot minute. Ironically, Garrett is faster, so if he had the Ice Candy, I could do that trick. And I don't have as many. Could have sworn I had some more synergy healing items than this. I know I went for a few during the boss fight, but not that many. Well, I guess if I was actually cycling through my synergy restoring Jinnies more frequently, then I wouldn't be in that mess in the first place. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. Like, second mix. Yeah, like, I guess the overall point is, like, once I finish the classes, that's a major step to actually being done with second mix slash the second version of Dawn of Djinn. Oh, I completely forgot I just went for a normal attack. It's fine, I guess I forgot Gaia Blade was the thing. And I bet if I did that on the Thunder Lizard, that would have been more effective. Oh, just in time for his defense to go down. Speaking of getting tier 2 summons, it's been a bit since I used Blanket. It was worth a shot. It's actually been so long since I did that paralyzed attack. Kind of forgot that that was something I had to worry about. Well, speaking of worry about, I forgot to use Wish this turn, didn't I? Oh well. Dang, that's some pretty solid damage just for doing a basic attack. And the best part is that I can make it even stronger. Yeah, maybe some notes to take in for version 2 is that I could put this fight a little earlier but lower like HP or something to make it fit earlier on, and then save final floors for some more climatic fights, because considering like how we've just faced a Grand Djinn on the previous floor and was coming up on the floor following this, having this in the middle does feel a little bit anticlimactic the more I think about it. Yeah, let's go for it. I feel like I haven't need to revive anyone in a while, so I think I'm doing pretty good on that front. And it's only 5 synergy points, but don't really got too much else to do with this turn. Summon the Wind, and just get another Wish Well with Mia. And we should be doing pretty good. Actually, did I just spend this whole turn healing and using synergy healing and not actually attacking them? Okay, maybe I'm getting a little too zealous. Don't want to count your chickens before they hatch after all. I'm just gonna resist because I probably need it. If I don't, it doesn't hurt. As long as that number goes up a little bit, it's perfectly fine. Alright, will this take you out? Nope. Yeah, I should probably check my stats this turn just to see how things are looking. This hit basically takes care of 2 birds with 1 stone. You know, I can't I guess I haven't really been giving this Titan's Blade enough credit, because I always think that one of these guys would have gone down too much, but I guess Titan's Blade doing that a couple times really added up way more than I gave it credit for. Alright, let's go for the spot, because why not? Now I can finally start boosting my defense. Not that I have been doing too bad without it, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Oh yeah, still have these side miracles. I'm probably going to save them for the very end at this point, but... doesn't hurt as far as I'm concerned. Did I wish with anyone? I'm not sure, so... might as well have Mia do the wishing. Oh! Not who I was expecting to go down after that attack, but... I'll take it. Like, I think we pretty much got it at this point. Because Lizard King probably is the most scariest thing in the bunch. Well, next to the Storm Lizard, like, paralyzing our entire party, like how this battle started. You know, might as well go over Geyser Crash because of power. Oh, convenient time for this to become available. Oh, and I have the Star Ring too. So, I'm real surprised I haven't used that a bit more. Only I had some sort of... Oh, why was I going for Astral Blast when I had Dual Strike? It's less... For some reason it's less energy points. But I know this is... I thought... Maybe it's not a multiplier, but I'm pretty sure it's stronger overall because of the double hit gimmick. Hopefully I remember to look at that a bit and decide what I want to do accordingly. At this point, like, feels like anything I do would be a little bit of, oh yeah, that's definitely damage that I could have been going for much earlier in all this. Okay, I mean, it'd be better to see if the Titan Blade on top of that, but with how much less damage that did, I guess I sort of see it. Oh, that's right. Can't forget that that's better. And I got energy points, so I might as well go for that. Hurting a little bit, so probably a good time to go for a Wish Well. And there we go. Lots of goodies and more reason I should have managed my inventory a bit better. Water of Life. Oh, I forgot to add the fact that heal synergy points in this, because I replaced the original Water Lice with Phoenix Wings. This, I believe, is something that's technically in the... I forget if it was something I copied from Lost Age, or if it was something that already existed in the Code of Golden Sun, that I just thought would make for a fun reward in here. It only feels weak because Isaac already has the Gaia Blade. I forget how strong Sora is as an Unleash, but it is a pretty good item, and I just remember we never really got to play around with the mitts, but that's fine. You know, thinking more about it and remembering what comes up next, probably won't even need it. But then again, like, this is apparently stronger than the axe I have by a bit, and I don't have to worry about the speed debuff. I kind of want to give it to Ivan because if I recall correctly, it's wind element based. Actually, I can double check that. No, maybe it's the Unleash that's that way. But still, Garrett could have this instead and get just as much. And then I could give this to Ivan. How often am I actually going to be doing attacks with Ivan? Also, I forgot, because this is Dawn of Djinn, I could just give it to Mia too. But let me double check something. The Storm Staff Okay, it's max synergy points because it's not an anklet. At this point, though, I might have to, like, dump some things. I feel really foolish I didn't just sell stuff at town over here. Let me see how we feel after. Let me see how I feel after clearing this out. I believe I remember how the puzzle goes, so it shouldn't be too hard to handle. Get this without falling back down, and then I can still backtrack to get the chest. It's like I never forgot things. You know, the day that Go on Sun modding actually gets to the point where we can actually make custom dungeons, that'll be a joy to behold. Like, I can think of some fun things to do with. It feels like a shame that there isn't anything to mess around with puzzles in that, because like the battling and puzzles are like two sides of the same coin that make up this game. They're like the two main aspects of Going Sun that really draw me to it all these years, and sure, why not? Totally worth it. Okay, before I freeze, I almost forgot the whole thing of why you come back here. But these shenanigans are definitely well worth our time, because we're about, if you haven't played Vanilla Golden Sun, we're about to get this thing that actually makes cursed weapons and equipment worth it to actually equip. The curse can be removed. It's slightly misleading. How it works is you equip this, and if you have any cursed equipment, if you equip any cursed equipment to the party member, they won't suffer the side effect of the curse. And if you don't know what the side effect of the curse is, that's basically how it works. Is the cursed weapons are incredibly powerful, but you have a random chance of just that party member not skipping their turn completely. I personally never really find it worth it unless I have the Cleric's Ring, which is kind of why I'm conflicted about even having cursed weapons in Dawn of Djinn. I did keep all of them here, didn't I? Because what I can do is just give everything to do basically what I do in Vanilla Golden Sun and give everything to Garrett and equip it from there. But if I only have 2 cursed weapons on me, I'm not sure, excuse me, if it's worth it. Maybe next floor we can get a few more. Also, if it's only an flat out upgrade, then I honestly might as well, because an update I made to Dawn of Djinn is you no longer have to go to the Sachem to remove a curse. Normally you wouldn't be able to unequip this even with the Cleric's Ring unless you do. But I kind of figured that was pointless, so surprise surprise, you can actually do that in here. That being said, now I definitely don't see a reason not to have Mia take this. And I guess Ivan can get this. That's right, the downside, at least because of the way Dawn of Djinn works, Djinni charms are tied to the ring slot, so hypothetically you wouldn't want to have both cursed weapons and a Djinn charm, which, I mean, this is fine, at least for now, because I've been basically using Sana as an emergency wish. Like, if I don't have the Djinnis to do wish, then I can just go for Sana instead. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3. I just want to make sure I have at least 3 empty slots for the next fight up ahead. And I guess it's not quite 11 yet, so I might as well knock it out of the way, because we do that, then next stream we could just hop on in and take on the final challenge of all Dawn of Djinn. It's kind of a shame we're not almost at level 30, because there's a couple classes, and I believe, especially like, I believe the ones that we have right now. Not 100% sure about Ranger, and maybe not White Mage, but These two in particular, I believe there's a powerful synergy tied to level 30. So if we can actually get to level 30 before the end of a run for once, we might actually be in pretty good shape. Right, so just gonna top off your synergy because you're looking a little low. And this class setup served me pretty well for the last fight. I almost want to go for a more basic one so I can cycle for Djinns a bit more, but we can give this a shot, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.